do you make of the Chinese reaction at this stage? A muted, measured response as far as what we've seen from the United States on steel and aluminium, but at the same time, quite fascinating to me, urging more talks over the weekend too.
Right. I mean, I think what you've seen so far is, we're sort of in the first inning on this with the U.S.-China trade negotiations, trade war, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I think what's important is that the $3 billion in tariffs that the Chinese have instituted today are only for the steel and aluminum tariffs under Section 232 from last week. The $60 billion in tariffs, or up to $60 billion in tariffs, that the U.S. is set to announce this Friday under Section 301 has not been retaliated yet by China, which is 20 times what we've seen from the Chinese response today. So I think we have a long way to go on this. It can go one of a couple ways, but we're sort of in a brave new world on where we stand right now today.
I spoke to the Commerce Secretary last week, and I was asking him whether or not Steve Mnuchin, someone from the administration, plans to go over to Beijing and start the diplomacy side to perhaps ratchet down some of the tensions that we're seeing as far as actions from the U.S. administration. And he kind of wouldn't be drawn on whether there are any plans there. Are we getting the stick here right, and perhaps not the carrot, particularly if the Chinese at this stage are saying, guys, we can come to the table. When are we going to do that?
Well, I think a lot of the people who would have preferred to hand out the carrots are gone, right? I mean, the cabinet and the West Wing senior staff, the so-called globalists who had tried to prevent where we are right now are all either gone or leaving. The America First crowd very much in the ascendancy. So I think you'll probably see more sticks as opposed to carrots. But again, this is all up to the whims of the president. So it could literally change in the next 10 minutes.